Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Live Storytime. My name is Miss Mary. Happy Wednesday. I'm so excited to be here with you today. When you arrive, please say hello in the chat, and I will be sure to give you a shout out. And, okay, I'm actually not seeing, okay, here we go. Now I'm seeing comments. Here we go. I'm just sharing this post. Perfect. Okay. So again, welcome to Live Storytime. My name is Miss Mary. I am so happy to be with you today. I have some great stories to share. I really feel like every week I try my best to find some really great stories to share. And this week, I just really loved what I came up with. And it all started from a book that I saw on display that we had finally gotten in that I've been looking forward to since I first heard of it in the summer. And it's called Dusk Explorers, and I'm actually going to save that for last because I like to do that with the books that that have been the inspiration for my theme. That book inspired me to find books about play and adventures and imagination and things like that, with a little bit of course, of a disclaimer that a lot of these books are about playing with friends and going on adventures together. And of course, right now, we have to be careful and we have to be safe and keep each other and our friends safe. So keep these ideas for when things are better and when we're able to do this kind of stuff again. But if you have siblings, this is definitely, like, these are the kind of books that you can definitely do with siblings or close family that you are seeing. So I just wanted to say that right now in this kind of scary, big sick kind of world, to quote a friend of mine, we have to be careful about playing with friends and stuff like that. But these are still great stories, and I think you're really gonna love them. So I have a comment. Hello from your fan club, Sadie and Callie. Sadie says, I love your story times, and when we come back to the library, I'll give you another card. Okay, before I begin, I have to say that I got a very special visit this morning from Laura, Sadie, and Callie. And Sadie brought me the absolute sweetest card. What a sweet, sweet girl. And it's hanging up at my desk. It was so great to see you girls today. I missed you a lot. So thank you for coming in. Okay, without further ado, oh, hi, Marianne. Oh my goodness, so glad you could join in today. Hi, Gavin. Great to see you. I don't think you've tuned in a while, so that's wonderful. Glad to have you here. All right, let's get started. So this week's theme is all about play, imagination, and adventures. So this is a story called Not a Box by Antoinette Portis. Now, some of you may remember that Miss Mary had a program called Box Party back in the day. We will have it again someday. And it was basically, we just put out all of these boxes, big boxes, little boxes, all sorts of boxes. And the children just played with the boxes and had a great time, because really, you can have so much fun imagining with a box. And that's a really cool program to be able to do at home. So I am going to share, I just shared in the comments that my video on how to have box party at home. So let's read Not a Box. And I actually have another story about boxes too. Why are you sitting in a box? It's not a box. It's a race car. What are you doing on top of that box? It's not a box. Look, it's a mountain. Why are you squirting a box with water? That's a little weird. I wonder why. Wonder what the box is this time. I said it's not a box. Oh, it's a fire hose, and he's saving the building. Now you're wearing a box? What? This is not a box. It's a robot costume. Are you still standing around in that box? It's not a box. It's so many things. Look, it's a hot air balloon. It's a boat. It's a pirate ship. And oh, on top of an elephant. Well, what is it then? It's my not a box. So I love this story because you know what? When children get gifts and presents, sometimes it's not even, a lot of the times when they're young, it's not even what's inside the box that's exciting. It's the box itself. So I love that book because it shows you the kind of imagination that you can have when you're playing with just a simple box. So parents, save those boxes, you know, when you get them in the mail, and have fun with your child in them. Okay. Hi, Sammy. Hi, Margie. Glad to see you here. Glad to see you here, Sadie. I like your necklace once again. Thank you, Sadie. I'm glad you like it. I love it too. One of my favorite necklaces, so thank you. Okay. Let's see. I think I might skip the other book that I have that's about boxes. Sadie says, read it again. Oh, Sadie, girl, I love that book too. But I have a bunch of other ones and I want to make sure that I can get to almost all of them. I don't know if I'll get to all of them. I was ambitious this week. I picked 6, so probably not. But I'm glad you liked that book. I do too. Okay, so this one is called Explorers of the Wild. Oh my. Oh my. Some of the books are shorter though, so we'll see how many I can get to. Okay. I love to explore. It's my favorite thing to do because we have a little boy exploring. We have a bear exploring. There are so many neat things to see, like over there, and so many strange things to find, like under here. My parents tell me to be careful. They say you never know what you'll run into in the wild. This is true. Always have to be careful. I say I'm an explorer, and explorers are prepared for anything. So I climb over trees, I roll down hills, I run and I run until one day I ran right into a bear. Oh my gosh. Okay, they're both a little scared of each other. Let's see what happens. I was scared at first. I mean, I was really scared. But then, oops, I saw we were both explorers. Together, we found things to touch, things to see, things to hear, and even things to taste. Well, kinda. The bear was ready to eat that bug. The little boy, not so much. And no discovery was too small to share, and no mountain was too big to conquer. This was our day. This was our adventure. We were kings of the wild. I didn't want it to end, but I had to go home. So I took a picture to always remember the greatest explorer I ever met. Okay. That was Explorers of the Wild. I just loved that story. An unlikely friendship, which I read a book last week about unlikely friendships. So, Sadie hopes this book is nice. I hope you thought it was nice, Sadie. Hope you liked it. Gavin loves this. Oh, that's so great to hear. I'm glad you're liking the stories, Gavin. Great. Okay. This next book is also pretty short. It's called Fort Building Time. And it's about how you can make different kinds of forts during different seasons. So, let's check it out. Starting off with Miss Mary's favorite. And it snowed this morning a little bit. Just saying. Here we go. Winter is a snowball throwing, scarf wrapping, sled pulling, ice sliding time. A dog snuggling, cocoa drinking, snowman making, fort building time. Okay, so in winter, they made a fort that looks like an igloo. Okay, out of the snow. Spring is a daffodil hunting, umbrella holding, rain washing, watching mud squishing time. A rainbow finding, spaceship drawing, book reading, fort building time. Okay, so look, they made a fort, it looks like out of a sheet, right? And it kind of looks like a tent. Summer is a wave racing, sun sizzling, saltwater swimming, picnic eating time. A sandcastle shaping, crab digging, shell stacking, fort building time. Okay, so it looks like their fort in summer was made out of driftwood and sandcastles. Cool. Fall is a leaf chasing, wind rocking, poem writing, soup sipping time. Yes. Miss Mary's second favorite season. A sword fighting, trail climbing, woods exploring, fort building time. Every season has its own secret dreaming, cozy keeping, hush listening, fort building time. So let's make today a box taping, clothespin clipping. Oh no! Everything's slipping, fort falling time. A project fixing, secret entrance crawling, spyglass peering, fort building time. Wow. Look at all of those cool forts they built. Okay, so that is fort building time. Okay. Okay, I have, you know what? I don't know. I might be able to read all three that I have left. We'll see. We'll see if this becomes the one where Miss Mary reads the most stories. We'll see. If you are just tuning in, please say hello in the chat and I'll be sure to give you a shout out. I also want to give a shout out to two little girls who I know always watch in the replay. I want to say hi to Amelia and Rose. And again, if you're here, please say hello. Today I'm reading stories that are all about play, adventures, and imagination, using your imagination. Okay. This story is called Big Friends by Linda Sarah and Benji Davies. And this is kind of another one that involves boxes. Miss Mary is a big fan of using boxes to play because they're just so easy and everybody has boxes. Okay, here we go. This one is a long one, so I'm going to kind of scooch. Okay. 2 cardboard boxes, big enough to sit in, hide inside. Make sure. Did I just start on the wrong page? Bert and Etho take them out each day, climb up Sudden Hill, and sit in them. Sometimes they're kings, soldiers, astronauts. Sometimes they're pirates sailing wild seas and skies. But always, always, they're big friends. There we go. They're sailing, running, leaping, flying. They're chattering giggles, him and Etho. Their silences and watching small movements in the valley and feeling as big as giant kings. Bert loves their 2x2 rhythm. Then, one Monday, they meet another box carrier who wants to join them. This tiny boy's called Shoo. He's watched Bert and Etho every day and finally found a big enough box and courage to ask if he can play too. Etho smiles and says, "Sure." And so the 3 sit in their boxes, watch 1 kestrel and 2 lost clouds. Well, it looks like Bert might be having a little bit of trouble with this change. What do you think? Sometimes they're dragon slayers, side-by-side house dwellers, and skyscraper dancers. But Bert feels strange. One night, Bert smashes his box, stomps on it, rips it to bits. His dad shouts something flat from the front room about being quiet, and that's enough. Bert stops going up to Sudden Hill. Aww. Etho and Shoo stop by sometimes, but Bert avoids them. Instead, he stays at home, mostly drawing pictures of 2 boxes side by side. But he misses Etho. He misses their cardboard castles on Sudden Hill. One day, a knock on the door. He hears Shoo's voice. "We made you something. Please come out." All Bert can see as he peeks from the curtain is a box. But it's much, much more than a box. It's got bright waving things attached to it like huge kites. It's got colors. It's got sound. It's got wheels. Whoa! The huge box on wheels that they call Mr. Climfierce is hauled up Sudden Hill. It's amazing, and an incredible monster creature box thing. It's a supersonic rocket blaster, a triple jet transformer, a sparkling glitter king. Look at this awesome thing they made. It's even got boxes inside, one with cookies, one with lemonade. Bert likes Shoo. Shoo is kind. Shoo is funny. Shoo is daring and brave. Bert loves their time together, their Etho Shoo birdiness. He loves their 3x3 rhythm. It's new, and it's good. Okay, so Bert was a little bit nervous about inviting a new friend along at first. He didn't really like change, and that's understandable. But those friends were persistent and kept trying, and eventually Bert came around and they were all able to have fun together. So cool. Okay. Sadie says, I love the library. Oh, Sadie girl, I love that you love the library. Callie says eggies and wants to know if I like eggs. Okay. Well, Callie, I actually don't eat eggs. Miss Mary doesn't eat eggs. I'm something called vegan, so I don't eat meat or milk or eggs, stuff like that. So, but if you like eggs, that's awesome. Okay. Let's see. I think I'm going to have time for all of these stories. That's awesome. Okay. This story I thought was really cool for a couple of reasons. I thought the idea of it was cool, that Heidi is a little girl who can really, really play a good game of hide and seek. And also, my sister's name is Heidi, so I never really see books with a character named Heidi. So, 2 reasons why. So this, I love the idea of it, and I love my sister. So, here is Hiding Heidi. Heidi has a special talent. Oh, can you even see her on that couch? So cool. Look, she's doing it again. Heidi can't help it. Wherever she goes and whatever she does, it just happens. Sometimes Heidi's friends join in. They're good at hiding too, but not as good as Heidi. No one's as good as hiding as she is. She's a natural. One day, Heidi was hanging out with her friends. Let's have a hippity-hop race, said Freddie. No, let's have a roller skate race, said Katie. No. Let's not have a race at all, said Lizzie. Let's play on the jungle gym. They couldn't agree on what to do. Oh, there's Heidi. Hiding Heidi. So in the end, they all played hide and seek again, which Heidi won, of course. The next day was Heidi's birthday. All her friends came over for a party. Everyone was dancing and having a lot of fun. When the music stopped, Heidi giggled. Now can we play hide and seek? Okay, she's hiding really well in this one. Think that's her? Because she's wearing the... No, I don't know which one is... Heidi went off to hide. Her friends searched for her high and low. But they couldn't find her. They did, however, find some delicious ice cream sundaes. It wasn't until the very end of Heidi's party that she came out of her hiding spot and joined her friends. Sorry, Heidi, we couldn't find you and we got tired of playing hide and seek. Now her party was over, and Heidi thought and thought and thought. Wow. Did you find her there? The next day, Heidi and her friends were hanging out. Let's have a hippity-hop race, said Freddie. Yes, let's, said Heidi quickly before anybody else could say a word. So they did. Freddie was fantastic at bouncing. Then they had a roller skate race with ribbons. Katie was sensational at skating. Then they clambered on the jungle gym. Lizzie was incredible at climbing. See, said Heidi as they all relaxed later. There she is, hiding again. We don't always have to play hide and seek. Do we? That is Hiding Heidi. Okay. Okay. Little Rockin' Randy. Fun book. Which book did you like? Let me know. Was it the one called Big Friends? Or was it the Fort one? Let me know which book you really liked. And okay, Sadie gave me a bunch of emojis. I'm going to see. It's kind of hard on my computer. I see a tongue, someone shouting, a trophy, and a medal, a cupcake. Well, I like all of those things. She chose those for me like a gift. I can definitely eat that cupcake and enjoy the trophy and the medal. Thank you, Sadie. That's awesome. Okay. One more book for today. I think with this book, I might go a couple of minutes over, but this book was the actual inspiration for the story time, so of course I have to read it. This is called Dusk Explorers by Lindsay Leslie. I just loved this book because it reminded me of when I was a little girl and how, you know, especially in the summertime, I would be out with my friends playing until it was like dusk out, which is right before it gets really dark. And we would just have all sorts of fun adventures. And just kind of reminded me of that, you know. She says, you're welcome. Good manners, Sadie girl. So this is called Dusk Explorers. I hope you like it. Hi, Sammy. Yes, one more story today. Okay, here we go. The sun begins to sink. The neighborhood beckons. And look at these gorgeous illustrations. Just loved this book. Look for tree climbers who love to monkey from branch to branch to see who can soar the highest and find courage in the roughness of bark and the gentle flutter of leaves. Calling for leapfroggers who love to jump over backs and fall down on itchy blades of freshly cut grass. And discover tunneling worms while they wait in the darkness of a tight tuck. Searching for tag competitors who love to sprint between huddled homes lined with shrubs and memories, and lose track of their breath as they call time out right before getting caught. Hoping for toad hunters who love to catch hopping families of wart-covered, croaking creatures and give them funny matching names like Bubba, Babette, and Bubberina. Waiting for kick-the-can players who love to run at lightning-fast speeds to a cricket's crick, 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 and dodge a street lamp's gradual glow to keep from being captured. Longing for curbside whisperers who love to share their deepest secrets under the soft shine of the setting sun, and snicker at the stories they dare not share with anyone else. Watching for hide-and-seekers who love to duck into nooks and tuck into crannies to keep long limbs out of sight, and wait with buzzing nerves and bat-like ears for the moment they are found. Wishing for firefly catchers who love to fling their nets into the dimming sky, sprinkled with diamonds. Love that page. And watch their jars glow to the soundtrack of thrumming cicadas. Listening for giddy gigglers who love to scream with delight at the wind lifting their hair and tickling their noses, and pretend not to hear their parents, the sun is gone, yell, time to come home. Every summertime, screen doors open, porch lights turn on, the neighborhood waits for Dusk Explorers. Come, run free outdoors, steal away into the night. And that is Dusk Explorers. So maybe what you can do is explore your backyard. That's a fun place to start. Okay, Gavin had fun. Great, I'm so glad, Gavin. Oh, you're so welcome, Little Rock and Randy. Thank you. Sadie says, are you quite finished? I know, I read a lot of stories today, but Miss Mary was just super excited about these stories, so sorry. I am finished, though, Sadie. And you're jumping on the couch. I don't blame you. That sounds like fun. Just be careful. That sounds like a fun adventure, though. All right. Thank you so much, everybody, for joining me for story time this week. I really mean it when I say that story time is my favorite time of the week. I get to share great stories with you and chat. And I've been loving the comment box lately. So thank you so much for sharing this time with me. I hope you enjoyed this week's stories. I will see you next time with even more stories. So be well, stay safe, stay healthy, and without getting into too much detail about today, I also just wanted to mention that I think it's important to say that today was a big day in history for our country. We got to see the first female vice president elected. So I just think that is incredible news to share. And I think no matter where you fall, you can say, like, wow, that is an amazing, amazing thing. So again, thank you so much for joining in today. I wish you all well, and I'll see you next week with more. Bye, all.